Is it true Tom Cruise was just on? Did you date Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for former famous couples who may have fallen off your radar.
There was a rumor that you once went out with Janet Jackson. Can you confirm or deny, and how would you describe your relationship with her?
Number 10, Mila Kunis and Macaulay Culkin.
You were with Macaulay for a long time, maybe 9 years?
8 years, yeah.
Former child actors Mila Kunis and Macaulay Culkin began their lengthy courtship in 2002. Throughout their time together, there were long-standing rumours that the two were engaged, and there was even speculation that they were married. However, both the Home Alone and That 70s Show star denied these claims.
We've had an amazing relationship for over 2 years, and why ruin it right now?
True homebodies, Kunis opened up about their low-key lifestyle to publications like Parade, revealing that Culkin was a skilled cook and brilliant. Eventually, things fizzled out between the pair, and they bid adieu to their romance in 2011.
I had a horrible breakup. I had a horrible breakup. And I was
horrible
like,
in that it made you were very sad over it?
No, I f***ed up. Like, I was an asshole in my 20s.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be the first to admit it.
Number 9, ALANIS Morissette and Ryan Reynolds. These two Canadian performers were once the hottest couple in the Great White North.
Never dreamed I would have to lay down my torch for you.
Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds dated between the years of 2002 and 2007. During their relationship, the ironic singer and Deadpool actor frequented red carpets together. After a couple of years of dating, the two decided to take things to the next level and became engaged. Only a couple of years later, in 2007, Morissette and Reynolds sadly split.
These are the days.
Although they have moved on and married other people, they still remain one of the most iconic couples of the 2000s.
And isn't it ironic?
Number 8, Chelsea Handler and 50 Cent.
I mean, I've dated black guys. I mean, I know I had a public relationship with one that obviously, was very public.
Blink and you may have missed this couple's swift romance. In the 2010s, comedian Chelsea Handler and rapper 50 Cent were an item for a very hot minute. Only having dated for a couple of months, the pair made headlines with their surprising fling.
The most serious relationship, but he came on my show and he sent me a bunch of flowers.
Many years later, Handler has been very open about their relationship, referring to the candy shop musician as her favourite ex. Although their time together was short and sweet, it seems like that didn't make their romance any less impactful.
He was fun. He was just a sweetheart, and he was fun to be around. My friends loved hanging out with him. I loved hanging out with him.
Number 7, Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling.
You seem very particular about your appearance, Richard.
Thanks. I like your outfit too.
After meeting on the set of their crime thriller Murder by Numbers, Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling fell head over heels for each other. At the film's 2002 premiere at the Cannes Film Festival, the two heated up the French Riviera by looking very close and affectionate on the red carpet.
What do you want?
For 2 years, the couple kept things smoking hot, but eventually it fizzled out. That being said, Gosling referred to Bullock as one of the greatest girlfriends of all time, so fans can take solace in the fact that things are good between the former flames.
Let's just say that I'm very fortunate. And I've been blessed in many ways.
Must be nice being you, Richard.
I got no complaints.
Number 6, Zachary Quinto and Jonathan Groff. This duo kept things pretty private during their time together, so we can't blame anyone for forgetting that they were ever a couple.
There's no need to be anxious. You'll do fine.
I am hardly anxious, Mother. And fine has variable definitions. Fine is unacceptable.
In the early 2010s, Star Trek's Zachary Quinto and Mindhunter's Jonathan Groff made one heck of a handsome pair. Unfortunately, they broke up in 2013 due to their long-distance relationship.
Look, don't stay in Denver. Come back, and you can take that from someone who moves around to constantly avoid dealing with things. It never works. But I think you know that already.
However, here is some good news for fans. In spring 2023, the pair was photographed together, looking extremely chummy in New York City. So here is hoping a romantic reunion is on the horizon for the two.
If you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. How poetic.
Number 5, Rachel McAdams and Michael Sheen.
Carol and I are gonna go dancing. We heard of a great place. Interested?
No.
Having met when working together on the set of the fantasy comedy Midnight in Paris, Rachel McAdams and Michael Sheen soon went from co-stars to something more. While attending the film's premiere at the Cannes Film Festival, the duo confirmed their romance, appearing side by side.
You wouldn't pull any punches.
Well, I certainly won't do that. You know I won't do that.
No. I do know that about you.
2 years into their romance, they called it quits, rumoured to be due to having very different ideas of what their future together looked like. In the end, they both got their happily ever after with other partners. But no matter what, these two will always have Paris.
I could get used to a summer home like this.
I know you could. Me too. Except remember that in those days, they only had baths, and I'm definitely a shower man.
Number 4, Courtney Cox and Michael Keaton.
Sometimes a person will have to actually lead a different life.
Oh my God, you're married.
No, I'm not married.
Back in the 90s, Courtney Cox and Michael Keaton seemed like they were endgame. The Friends actress and the Beetlejuice actor first met in the late 80s. For 6 years, the pair were attached at the hip.
Oh my God. I can't believe what I'm getting ready to say.
Unfortunately, they eventually parted ways. But Cox confessed in an interview with People magazine that they still loved one another and called him the most wonderful person that she's ever met. Although the two have since moved on to new relationships, including Cox's former marriage to David Arquette, it's nice to know that there is still a mutual respect between these exes.
You're the most wonderful man.
Number 3, Janet Jackson and Matthew McConaughey. Even though they were together for a hot second, Janet Jackson and Matthew McConaughey definitely left an impression on one another.
When I look to my right and look over here to my left, I gotta say this is pretty cool.
Their meet cute took place at the Grammy Awards in 2002. However, not much is known about their companionship since the two had very opposing stories regarding their time together.
We went and had dinner.
You had dinner?
Yeah.
And that was it?
That was sort of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Jackson confessed that they did date, while McConaughey denied any courtship, stating that everything was simply platonic. Perhaps we'll never know the truth behind their she said, he said speculated romance, but at least there appears to be no hard feelings between them.
I haven't seen him in so long. So I wanted to just...
We're cool like that.
Number 2, Keira Knightley and Jamie Dornan.
Maybe I'm a man, maybe I'm a lonely man who's in the middle of something that he doesn't really understand.
Long before he was playing Mr. Christian Grey, Jamie Dornan was a model for brands like Abercrombie & Fitch and Armani in the early 2000s. During one of his modelling shoots, he met actress Keira Knightley.
And off you bye.
No, thanks.
Thank God. It would have broken my heart if you'd said yes.
The Love Actually starlet and the future 50 Shades of Grey actor became a hot item and were soon photographed all over London. Both in their early 20s at the time, the young couple dated for 2 years before parting ways. In 2013, Dornan and Knightley both said "I do," but just not to each other.
Let's get out of here. I'm sick of sharing you with the riffraff.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Kim Kardashian and Nick Cannon. Even fans of these two celebs might forget they were an item. Madonna and Tupac Shakur. These music icons used to be hung up on each other. Zendaya and Trevor Jackson. Romance rumours followed these two screen stars for years. Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson. This couple were together for a short and sweet year.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Cher and Tom Cruise.
He was so wonderful, and I was so crazy about him, and he was so, like, different.
After running into each other at events like Madonna and Sean Penn's nuptials and White House functions, Cher and, yes, Tom Cruise turned their attraction for each other into a romance. During the 80s, the Mission Impossible action star and the music icon did not let a 15-year age gap divert them from pursuing a relationship. Although they weren't together for very long, Cher admitted in an interview to Oprah that they were closer than anyone realized.
So how much of a date was that? Oh, that was a long date. Really? Yeah. I lived in his apartment.
Decades later, Cher also confessed to Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live that Cruise was one of her best lovers.
Well, he was in the top 5.
Really? Top 5, and that's a list.
Yeah, that's a list.
Which one of these couplings slipped your mind? Let us know in the comments.
I've never gone out with Janet Jackson. I'll just answer that one.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.